Hey YouTube, Daniel, I think do a video on your Westone Prestige. So yes, I found my Westone Prestige. Give it a bit of a clean. There's a Prestige 227 from 1984. Serial number on the back of the headstock there starts with a 4 for 84. So this is, I think I might do a Westone week. I've got a few Westone guitars. I don't think I've got enough to fill that wall, but I've got, which is disgusting, obviously. But yeah. So you know what a Westone Thunder is? I've got the Thunder bass, which I bought for fixing gens before J-Packs existed. It was just Gen, and so this is the Thunder bass. These are normally you get the kind of stripes down the middle to make it look like it's a through neck, but it's just, and then it's like sort of natural wood on either side. But the paint job, that was the cheapest one because it didn't really have any paint on it. They're always really scuffed, so sometimes they get painted like this. This is a Thunder 1, which is a bolt-on neck. It's got a 3-piece neck, brass bits and all that. These were total breakthrough guitars, worthy of their own video. I don't actually own a Thunder guitar, partly because I've seen quite a lot of them, and I'm not going to say they're common, but they sold really well because they were really good. They were a pure, you were buying a guitar that was arguably better than a Fender or a Gibson at the time, and it was a third of the price. Yeah, so that was a Thunder 1, which is, they did guitars and basses Thunder shape for a couple of years. It wasn't their first. Their first was a Paddock, it was called, and then when they had the Thunder, which was sort of like a Gibson, apart from it had humbucker pickups, apart from it had coil splits and stuff in it to give it Fendery sounds, and then they did the Concorde, which was kind of like a Stratty sort of thing for a couple of years. It wasn't as popular though. I do actually have a Concorde H2, but yeah, so you get Thunder 1, they all had it, you could get them with an A, so they had an active circuit. It's the same active circuit it was in, it's just basically a boost for running 2 9-volt batteries. So you get a 1A and a 2A and a 3A, or just a 1, 2 and a 3. 1 bolt-on neck, 2 set neck, 3 through neck is how they went. In 1983, I want to say, I think the first year of the Prestige was the idea of making a more expensive guitar. And then, so the first year of the Prestige, it's I can't remember the number. Prestige 250, is it? I think it's a 250. This is a 227. I think it's a 250 is the one the year before this. And it's got like a tiger maple cap on it. It's got the carved top, but it's got like a Les Paul sort of tunematic tailpiece sort of thing. Whereas this one came out in this amazing rose burst, I think it's called. Sort of glittery, sparkly Japanese colour. It kind of reminds me, the only guitar I've ever really seen that's anything like it's that one. It's a similar sort of wall you can see it hanging on in 1986, or this 1984. So 1984 Westone were pretty big on, they'd got the black hardware, so you get black bridge, black tuners, well you always get black knobs. It was all about having black hardware. But this one is not complete. The pickups that are meant to come in this look like this. They are MMK 63s, I think. They're very expensive. The guy who sold me this was bidding on trying to get a set of original pickups, and he gave up at 280 quid or 240 quid, he said. And he doesn't know how far the auction went, but that was his maximum bid, and he was outbid. The auction wasn't even finished. So this is an MMK 45 from cheaper Westones with a metal cover stuck on it that fits. And I think I put in I can't remember what it is I put in. It might be a real DiMarzio. It's either a DiMarzio or it's an MMK 45 that I got from something else. The problem is I don't think they're the right pickups for this guitar. They sound really good split. I'm actually wondering if it's the same thing. A similar thing happened with my Blazer bass. I put the wrong pots in it. I wonder if these are 250k pots. Is it normally? I would normally have thought it's the volume control you normally pull up to split the pickups, isn't it? You just get push-pull buttons. This is the first year they brought in these knobs. So they're kind of thinner at the bottom, so they're easier to grip onto when you're push-pulling. They've got a name for that. But it's pretty cool having a carved top through neck Les Paul type thing with a Strat trem, and I know you could put like a Bigsby. This is 1984, remember? I don't think you've really got anybody putting a Strat trem on a Les Paul, or a Les Paul type thing. Actually, that's a good point. I don't actually know. I think it is. I don't actually know. Thunder is Les Paul scale, but a Concorde is Les Paul scale. Yeah, so no, the thing that gets me a little bit is the pickups are. The thing of it sounds a bit ridiculous, but one of the reasons the old Japanese guitars are so good is because they've been designed kind of by one person to be good. So it's like they'll put the pickups that sound good in it, rather than being just somebody ticking a box somewhere. We've got X type of pickups, will won't that sell? You know what I mean? It's like the thing. I get that with that. I keep thinking that with this. People they keep seeing ones that people have upgraded to pickups, and it's the pickups in that are the ones for that guitar. It's not just the ones they got cheap and they put it in the way most people do. The Japanese don't do that. It's like they put the best ones, the ones that suit it best, and that's kind of what these pickups should be. This guitar has been designed for more vintage voiced pickups, and what it's got is kind of DiMarzio super distortions. Well, it sounds great just now. It's just when you go into the put a bit of distortion in, so that's it. It's humbuckers. It sounds sort of distant somehow. And I know the MMK45s are fantastic in my Westone Concorde, so I think they're the same. Although I'm not sure that the MMK45 thing might be it might just be what's written on the base plate rather than what the actual pickup's like. I think they moved them about and changed them, and there's unbalanced coils and all these different ones, and they changed over the years as well. Like I think MMK45 might just be kind of the name for the brass back plate. Because I've definitely seen them with, sometimes they've got like DiMarzio type poles, and sometimes they've got normal poles, and sometimes they've got a plastic base, sometimes they've got different things. Yeah, I just feel it's got a bit fuzzy. But if this was 250k pots, that would kind of explain it, because that's kind of what I felt with the Blazer bass when I was using it in the studio. It was just kind of, it's almost like the volume control's not going up to 10. Or there's like a pillow in front of the speaker, you just need to take it off, and it's like, there we go. Something in the way. It's really lacking that mid pushy thing. Yeah. That's what the spark pedal's for, eh? Definitely going to end up playing the Crystal Maze properly at some point. Actually, what I'm thinking is I do have... So these aren't the original pickups anyway. The original pickups, I think, will be much more suited to this guitar. Well, first thing I'm going to do is make sure that these aren't 250k pots. If they're 250k pots, are getting swapped out, just in case these are fine. I do quite like the look of this one, because it looks like what it's meant to look like. But if it doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the pots, I think I'm going to stick a set of those £6 pickups in it, just to see if they're actually better. Let's just where we go. I've not actually tried this because I mean this is it's a Japanese matsumoku built, handmade, top of the range. Certainly very nearly top of the range westone guitar at the time. That was kind of why I bought it. Because I was always so impressed with the Spectrums and the Concords and the Thunders, and it was always the cheap ones I had, which were amazing. And it's like, what's one of the expensive ones like? And the answer is just fancier. I've not even tuned this for. Okay, I'll tune it first. And this is a Yamaha, the cheapest Yamaha you can get. Which is of all the guitars to have the cheapest one of, the cheapest Yamaha is probably going to be the best of the cheapest of anything. So I would argue that actually. Oh, I was out of switch cleaner and I'm not anymore. Never too much switch cleaner. Sorted. No, this is kind of sounding the same actually. Maybe just it's quite difficult when you're sitting there playing all these crazy guitars. Some of them are really expensive, and some it's like maybe sometimes things just don't sound the same. Maybe yeah. So it does sound better than that. So maybe it's not broken. Maybe just I've been playing something that's a bit more fancier. Actually, I think those pickups would look pretty cool, and it was one of the things I was thinking because I've got the cream around the edge there. But I just feel. I just feel it's missing something. Is it? Maybe it's just because I've been using. I mean, even that's not. But obviously, this isn't a humbucker, but I mean. I see it's got all the bite to it. Yeah, I think new pickups might be in order for it. There may be just not the right kind of pickups. I think these are kind of more what are these the 498 pickups you get, and these ones so they're kind of not vintage ones. They're kind of heavy metal 80s ones, but I always thought the neck pickup in this was one of the best. See, there's a whole frequency range in there that's kind of after the middle, but before you get to treble somewhere. Which I'm just not getting out of that. More with the bridge pickup than neck pickup. Yeah, so like during the week I'm going to put better pickups in that. I've never really quite bonded, but that thing is it plays really well. I had the action set too low on it. I had the action at 3/4 of a millimeter. Thing was, it was still playing. You know, there's no fun in playing it when it's like that. It's like it's like you can't actually hold the strings down. Do quite like an SG. I do like an SG, and I like this one best of all. It's just got so much more middleness. They just seem to be mushy. It's really annoying me. It's kind of, it's one of those things you kind of end up, I maybe don't diagnose what's making a guitar not amazing, and it is, you know, such a fantastic guitar. Kind of like one that even when it's not working properly, it's still a really good guitar. You know what I mean? Even the way it's not working just now, it still pisses all over just about anything else, but it should be up there a bit more. So what I'm thinking is I do actually have various other pickups lying about. I've actually got a set of Washburn power sustains, which are the ones that go in the Eagle and the Falcon, and they're certainly not short of that mid-punch thing, whatever you call it, magic zone thing. See what I mean? They sound muffled and far away, which incidentally is what better than single coil, but what these pickups are kind of for is, especially from this era, would be for the Westone Spectrum, which were solid maple guitars. So tone wood maybe does make a difference a little bit, whereas maple are very trebly and punchy and like it's like hitting yourself in the face with a hammer type sound, which pickups like this are probably designed for, because they'll have built pickups that go with the guitar. So the ones that this is meant to have are not this pickup. It took me a long, big circular reasoning thing to get there. But it plays wonderfully. And it's very rare to have a guitar that's like this, that's got a trem on it. It doesn't feel like it should, and it doesn't affect it. When it plays, it doesn't play like it's got a trem on it. It's just you've got that there when you need it. And the same as, to be honest, all neck throughs. This big scoop thing so you can get higher up the neck. It doesn't really make it any easier to get higher up the neck. Really. The thing, there's elements of the sound. The guitar has a sound that's trying to push through, and I just don't think these pickups are doing it. But I've definitely at least got a Seymour Duncan bridge pickup, and I've definitely got a DiMarzio bridge pickup. I've got a few Seymour Duncans and stuff like that, so I might fire them into this and see, just to see if it does it. It might just be. I've got a funny feeling it's one of those things that as soon as I put the right pickups in it, it's suddenly going to be like, da-da, you know, here I am. Somebody stole my pickups in 1992 and sold them for 300 quid, and I've just been muffled ever since, but now I've got the right pickups in it. But I kind of get the feeling what this guitar wants is pickups that are like in that. That is just the trebliest thing ever, but it's the trebliest guitar ever, and I think those pickups are meant to go into a dead guitar. This is kind of like a dead guitar rather than being a lively one, if that makes sense. Like you can either get your tone and all that from being light and vibratory or being a heavy, big, weighty thing that. So you get the corker would be the weighty one, like this. That would be a light one. The RGs would be the light one. You know, the telly's the light one. It's kind of. It does sound heavy. It's totally got all that low end Les Paul thing, which is amazing considering it's got a whammy bar. And then again, is that we just got used to the sound and now I actually quite like it? I suppose one of the things you just look at least I've got the option to just try these things because I don't pay myself to do it, so I can just I can stick the £6 pickups in it, see if they sound good, or maybe do a video of them, and how long is it really going to take? Definitely do it in a couple of hours, do a video, I'll put the £6 Temu pickups up against, like, I need to see which models of Seymour Duncan I've got. I've definitely got at least a Seymour Bridge pickup. I've got I kept ending up, when I was getting guitars in, like project guitars and stuff, and broken ones, I would take the Seymour Duncan out it, because, and then I got to the point I go, why have I got this box of amazing pickups? Those pickups should be in some of my guitars, so quite a lot of the pickups have just kind of been distributed out. A couple of my good pickups are in that BC Rich there, just because, well, they might as well go in the guitar rather than just be sitting in a drawer, so at least then I can play with them. So I'll probably put very expensive pickups in this. I do own 3 proper 70s DiMarzio Super Distortions. That's one of them. There's one in my Westone Raider, which if I do Westone Week will be getting dug out. I'm not sure it's the right pickup for that guitar either. So there's one in that, and there's also one in the Westone Clipper. And I loved the Westone Clipper up until I put Grover tuners on it, which unbalanced it. I'm not sure it's got the right kind of pickup in it either. It's got the DiMarzio Super Distortions. I'm not sure the DiMarzio Super Distortions want to go in this. They might look pretty flipping cool in it though, because it's got this cream binding. I mean, I should do an up close video of this, and this guitar is stunning. I'm going to have to show you that it's got a big lacquer crack down the front, but I mean, it's just, you look at the binding and all that, it's got an ebony fingerboard, and it's got like a triple or quadruple binding on the edge of the carved top, and look and see the way it's kind of like light coloured in the middle and then sort of dark on the outside. It's a stunning thing. So, see you on, I'll maybe tomorrow, but Sunday I might look out some Westones and maybe see if I can at least partially, mostly fill that wall with Westones. I think I can do it if I can include guitars that don't technically work. Rock on, like and subscribe, catch you later.